Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace and blessings to the elect of the nation of Israel. Alright, these are my one from the Great Millstone camp in Trinidad. The title of this lesson will be a breakdown basically on He came to fulfill. Alright, no, not Salakia, not that. Who had resisted his will? Alright, talking about Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Meaning, because who had resisted his will? Because nobody on the face of this earth could resist the power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. You have to understand something is that he does. You might tell yourself you want to do something else, but he will send a spirit that's so compelling that you have to do what he say at all times. You understand? And that's just what it is. You don't have no free will. That whole notion of free will is not accurate. It's not biblical. You understand? It's not on point. The whole thought of you having your free will and your own choice to do what you want, that the Most High never give man that. You understand? Everything you do as a human is being dictated by the higher power, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Alright, you're just robots. Alright, he controls your spirit in the shell. And that's just what it is. Basically, it's nothing more than that, a robot. Understand? So these Romans 9 verse 18. Therefore, this is what the scripture said. Therefore had he mercy on whom he will have mercy, and whom he will he hardeneth. Yahweh will say, Thou wilt say then unto me, Why doth he yet find fault? For who had resisted his will? You understand? For who had resisted his will? Alright? So you go and say unto Paul, this is what Paul said. Why he finding fault? Because nobody could resist his will. When you read up higher up, it's talking about Jacob and Esau. You understand? So Paul was saying, somebody go ask him now, why he finding fault? You can remember the scripture say he hated Esau and he loved Jacob, alright? So Paul was saying, how we go find fault? Nobody can resist his will. You understand? But here what Paul say. Nay, but O man, who art thou that repliest against the Most High? Shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, Why hast thou made me thus? Alright? So who is the thing formed? Man. Formed from what? The clay, the dust of the earth. Alright? You could go back in Genesis 2 and 7 and he formed man from the dust of the earth. So, you say what? Shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, Why hast thou made me thus? Like, why, Lord? Why you make me like this? You can't say that because the Most High is the one who formed you. You don't have power over your own self. You understand? You have power over your own self. So and you see that the thing what people like to think that the Most High can't do what he want. He could do what he want. He's the living power. He could do what he want. You understand? The Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai could do what he want. This is Romans 8 and 19. For the earnest expectation of the creature waited for the manifestation of the sons of the Most High. For the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but by reason of him who had subjected the same in hope, which is the Most High. Alright? Who is the creature? Who is the creature? The word creature means thing created. Alright? Something created. See? The act come from the Greek word
Strong's G 2937. Ktesis.
And it means the act of founding, establishing, building, etc. The act of creating, creation, thing created. So that is the creature. And who was the first person created? As the scripture record. The scripture record Adam, but Adam was the first man, the first chosen man of the Most High. And it basically you could go right back to him. he was made subject to vanity. It says, what? For the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, because it wasn't his will to do, to be subject to vanity. It was Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai's will to make Adam and Eve to know sin, to know unrighteousness. That was the Lord's will. The Lord had a plan to let the chosen people know the bad side, so that when they get the good side, they will appreciate it much more. It says, but by reason of him who had subjected the same in hope. Exodus chapter 10. Verse 1. It says, and Yahweh said unto Moses, go in unto Pharaoh, for I have hardened his heart and the heart of his servants, that I might show these signs before them. Alright? The Moses said, I hardened Pharaoh's heart. You understand? Moses said he hardened Pharaoh's heart. Alright? This is Exodus 20. 27. Exodus 20. Oh no. So like right. I think I don't wrong. 10. I'll jump to verse 20. It says, but Yahweh hardened Pharaoh's heart, so that he would not let the children of Israel go. So Pharaoh probably wanted to let the children of Israel go, but he couldn't, because the Lord hardened his heart. So where was Pharaoh's own will? Nobody have no free will. It says, but Yahweh hardened Pharaoh's heart, and he would not let the children of Israel go. Exodus 10, 1, 20, and 27. Alright? Hey, for instance, when you check the book of Jonah, where was Jonah's free will? Jonah wanted to not go to Nineveh. You understand? And preach. Jonah wanted to do that, but the Most High caused a whale to swallow up Jonah and force Jonah to go and do what he want Jonah to go and do. You understand? And that is the thing with the Most High. You don't have no free will thing with him. You gotta get that madman doctrine. That free will thing is more like a Aleister Crowley type of spirit that does be put on you when you're talking about free will. Nobody have no free will. The Most High never give man no free will. This is Matthew 26:34. It says, Yahushua said unto him, verily I say unto thee, that this night before the cock crow, thou shalt deny me thrice. Peter said unto him, though I should die with thee, yet will I not deny thee. Likewise also said all the disciples. And when you jump down to verse 69, hear what he says. Now Peter sat without in the palace, and a damsel came unto him, saying, thou wast with Yahushua of Galilee. But he denied before them all. Now remember some verses right up. Peter now say, he not going to do it. Look, he do it. Because the Lord prophesied against him and say, go and do it. So where was Peter's choice in the matter? Alright, but he denied before them all, saying, I know not what thou sayest. And when he was gone out into the porch, another maid saw him and said unto them that were there, this fellow was also with Yahushua of Nazareth. And again he denied with an oath, I do not know the man. And after a while came unto him they that stood by, and said to Peter, surely thou also art one of them, for thy speech bewrayed thee. Then he began to curse and to swear, saying, I know not the man. And immediately the cock crew. And Peter remembered the word of Yahushua, which said unto him, before the cock crow, thou shalt deny me thrice. Right after he done do it 3 times, he remember. Where was he free will? Why Peter didn't stop and say, you know what? You really know what? I not really going to deny the Lord for real. You know? Why didn't click on him the first, the second, and the third time? The first, the second time to say, nah, wait now, I ain't going to do this the third time. I don't deny him twice. The Lord said thrice I go deny him. So let me do it. Peter had no free will in that. You don't have no free will in nothing. The Lord is the one who controlling your steps. You understand what I'm saying? You get the point? This is John chapter 2, verse 24 and 25. It says, But Yahushua did not commit himself unto them, because he knew all men, and needed not that any should testify of man, for he knew what was in man. Alright? He knew what was in man. But just get some more precepts there quick. I will get some. It have plenty precepts here now, boy, but I want to get all of them. I want to get all of them. Here I will get Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 5. And it reads, Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee, and before thou camest out, I sang of the womb, thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. Alright, so now when I read Jeremiah chapter 20, just now, gosh, man. 20 and 8, and it reads, it says, For since this Jeremiah again, right? For since I spake, I cried out, I cried violence and spoil, because the word of Yahweh was made a reproach unto me and a derision daily. Then I said, I will not make mention of him, nor speak any more in his name. But his word was in my heart as a burning fire shut up in my bones, and I was weary with forbearing, and I could not stay. Meaning, he had to go and preach, because when you read chapter 1 verse 5, it says that the Lord ordained him to be a prophet, so he had no choice other than to go outside there and preach the Most High word, because he was ordained before the womb to be a prophet. You get the picture? Nobody does what they want. That is like folly and madness. That is madness. This is Job chapter 33 verse 15. It says, In a dream, I read from 14, For the Most High speaketh once, yea twice, yet man perceiveth it not. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, in slumberings upon the bed. Then he openeth the ears of men, and sealeth their instruction. Alright, so when you're in your bed, you're sleeping, you're bepping off on yourself, the Most High sends an angel and seals the instruction of what you're going to do for the next day, and the next day, and the next day. That is how it is. That is how it is. These Proverbs 20:24. Man's goings are of Yahweh. How can a man understand his own way? Proverbs chapter 16 verse 1. The preparation of the heart in man, and the answer of the tongue is from Yahweh. Verse 9. A man's heart deviseth his way, but Yahweh directed his steps. Alright? So you want to do what you want, but the Most High making you. So the Most High making you do what He wants. Alright? Just know, Proverbs 19:21. Always forgetting that precept. It says, There are many devices in a man's heart, nevertheless, the counsel of Yahweh, that shall stand. Alright? That is what going on stand. The counsel of the Lord. Alright?